just a final comment on Aung San Suu Kyi. She's a national icon, and she's Aung San's daughter. But she's not very successful at building up her political party from anecdotal things that you hear from people inside the country, in the UN and outside. Partly she's been isolated for so long. I had a conversation earlier today with someone who's a friend of her family's. She was in isolation so long that this woman said she began to think only of herself. I mean, and I don't mean this in a, but not in a sense of being a public figure, having to build a public coalition of Democrats. It was all the people who came to her house, the people she was allowed to talk to when she was finally out of prison. Now, her house arrest and prison earlier. But she has traveled a lot now. And as I said, her performance here in the U.S. was considered by a lot of people, certainly in the administration, with a sigh of relief. The worst could have happened, and it didn't. There was no showdown between them. The fear was that she would so outshine Thein Sein, this president, for whatever his failures, had allowed this to happen. She wouldn't have been in Washington had it not been for Thein Sein. So, but she played that very carefully. She, as I said, made a point of calling him her partner. And, he was in the military that was killing her followers and so on. Now she needs to translate this, this political education into creating a national coalition, making her National League for Democracy more effective. And so for the moment, though, she's Aung San's daughter, and that's both bad and good because she, as I said, is an ethnic Burman Buddhist. She's shown no sympathy for a lot of the other groups. She's doing a lot of work. She's been put in charge of a commission to look into what happened up in the Northwest at the Chinese mine. She has made a visit out to Arakan, to Rakhine State. She's doing some work for the UN on HIV/AIDS in trying to break down the stigma. If you figure they're decades behind in most everything, including thinking about these problems. And she is co-chair of the Literary Festival. So she's more and more in public, and what may be the big test is between now and 2015, when the next presidential election is held.